Alright, y'all, welcome to the first video of a series of videos where I'm going to be showing off my Arizona rap vinyl collection. Now, on this channel, if you follow the channel, you've seen maybe some of the videos, you know that I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I've been buying local rap from Milwaukee since the 80s. And I've already made, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 videos about my Milwaukee rap vinyl collection. And there are many more to come because I do have a lot. I try to show about 10 records per video. Long after I started collecting the Milwaukee vinyl, I decided that I was going to start collecting the Phoenix rap vinyl. Now, that decision was made back in somewhere around 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. And I had already had a lot of it because I knew a lot of the guys that was putting this stuff out. Now, I moved to Phoenix from Milwaukee in 1998. So, me being the rap guy that I am, I was already picking that stuff up. There was a lot of Phoenix rap vinyl that I had at one point, and I got rid of it, sold it, whatever the case may be, and then I had to start finding that stuff all over again. And there's a few out there that I once had that it's going to be near impossible for me to get again, but I'm steadily on the quest. So this is going to be the first one about the Phoenix rap vinyl and the stuff that I've acquired over the years, and I have a lot of Phoenix vinyl to show you as well. Now, I pulled out 10 pieces, and it is definitely a mixed bag. I got my trusty portable turntable right down here out of sight because I figure I'm going to play some of these tracks and let you guys hear it. It's gonna be all over the place, and there's some interesting stories with a few of them as well. So, welcome to the show. Let's get started. Okay, so the first record I'm going to show you is from a group called No Question. No Question is a group of 2 underground MCs that I actually had the pleasure of working with for many years. I was actually their DJ starting in '98, and that went on for years. And we actually had the pleasure of opening up for a multitude of rap artists. And even before I came along, they were doing shows with the Boot Camp Clique and the Far Side and De La Soul, Nas, Lauryn Hill, I should say the Fugees, Wu-Tang Clan, Alcoholics, KRS-One. There was a ton of groups that they had opened for. Now, I know after I got on board in '98, we did shows with everybody from Snoop Dogg to LL Cool J to De La Soul and Funk Junkies and just a ton of groups. Hieroglyphics, The Roots, Common, Outkast, Rakim, a ton of groups we opened for. And this right here is actually my show vinyl, doubles of the show vinyl that I used to use, and this was a 4-song EP that came out in 1998 off of an album called Eclipse. You'll be seeing that in a future video, but I wanted to show you guys the 12-inch. So the 4 songs on here is What, Night in the Life, Paper Chase, and Private Hell. Let me give you a closer look at that because As I said, these were my show pieces, and so they got all kinds of writings and markings on them, and so many great stories came out of me playing these 12 inches right here. This went on to become like a, like a, just like a classic, a local and international classic. A lot of Phoenix vinyl and CDs ended up going on to sell tons of money. We'll get to some of those stories in future videos, but I want to play you some of the stuff on here and just give you a little taste of what's going on.
Your style be flow, be ho, be below zero. While on the foot, my stilo, give me the Captain Nemo, 20,000 leagues, stilo, I reign like you're a hero. I'm puffing ganja Aldecinos. These wannabe heroes get flipped and broke down like kilos, excel like Chino. Dropping metaphors for better or worse, therefore there'll be no mutant. Got you under scrutiny, so I can see yo. Reason for treason, letting you know it's open season. Hit you with that 4, 5, 6 times like CeeLo. Then I'd have to snatch back the mic wow from any rap cat trying to rap jack style. Have him running back to that halfback, that half whack. Take some punks and trunks of hatchbacks with lumps from the chrome piece, cause the dome piece.
That's a song called What? This is a song called Night in the Life.
On this move night, I'm doing my thing like Spike do-rap, picking my man up, stopping only to keep my hands up. Yeah, he caught me speeding, dig it. I grabbed him with a digit. He took the noteboard off the ticket while I kicked it to this female, adoring my rap Lauren. My goal got her wet, guessing it's a few G's like Lauren. I'm like, I'll hit you soon, your bitch, I've had enough. Loaded myself and my clips with some act right stuff, cause every man's on a dead president's campaign, and I'll be damned if some shit pop off like champagne. Now I don't care about too many things, but we gon' groove tonight, do you know?
Yeah, they're my boys right there. Let's see. Let's play one more. This one is called Private Hell. Let's take a quick listen to that one.
Word to the hand and freedom of speech land. Lost cause contraband by force will teach man. Woman and child, that this the year of the wild. That mean the LC rule. Open the jail and preschool. Or nigga, we gon' break bad. Civil War style. I put that on my life and that's the life I lose proud. But now status quo is US. The rest is us. Names no question. With lost cause bringing total chaos.
Yeah, man. Yeah, some incredible experiences, incredible stories. Of course, I had to put my people on, put Daryl D on first. It's only right. That's number one. Let's go to the next one. Next up, this is off of Paradise Records, the Paradise Records label. That was a small independent label out of Scottsdale, Arizona. No, Phoenix, Arizona, right in Phoenix. It's called it's from a chick, LL Monday. Leslie L. Monday is her name, aka LL Monday. Now, LL Cool J had that song I Need Love. Well, Leslie Monday made a song called You Had Love. What are you talking about, guy? So this is an answer record to LL Cool J's I Need Love. Let's take a listen.
I've been thinking so long, it's time that I told you that there's someone you need to love you and hold you, who waited forever for you to wake up and see that the love you say you need is deep inside of me. I'm the girl around the corner who hung up the phone and felt so lost when you said you needed more time alone. Listen up, I'll hip you, it's been right here. A clear, fine and strong thing that's really sincere. I'm LL Monday, I'm told, I'm oh so fine. You need more than just money for my time, so don't send me no roses. No, I don't need a book. I go to work every day, I'm not on your hook. So you have gold jewelry and diamond rings, but to a real woman that's material things. And you say you need love, but you're out on the road. I need a man that's at home to help carry the load. Love, you had love, you had
That's a fun record. I think she did a wonderful job. Answer records have always been fun, and they're definitely an old school thing. So that's LL Monday with You Had Love. Pretty cool, right? You're right. Next up, this is another fly young lady who goes by the name of Nutmeg. This is a song called Much Love, and it's actually featuring Coogee Rap. Now, some of you might not know, Coogee Rap was living here in Phoenix for a while. Actually, he was here when I got here in 1998, and my boys actually knew him personally. But Nutmeg did this collaboration song with him. This is the 12-inch, and I always called Nutmeg the first lady of Arizona rap. Even though she wasn't the first rapper out of Arizona, but when I moved here in 98, she was all the talk. Everybody used to talk about Nutmeg, 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 Nutmeg. And I believe I never officially met her, but I actually remember walking past her downtown, and we just kind of looked at each other as we were passing, and that was that. But you know, of course, I had to get her 12-inch. She did come out with a full length. I believe it was a CD release. But let's listen to a little bit of Nutmeg, Much Love.
I was risky, only 14 years old and sipping on some whiskey. Robbing niggas trying to get mines, you know my stilo. I stuck up every nigga on that corner playing CeeLo. No.
Okay, that's Coogee Rap.
Here
she is.
A shady late jumps on a nut cake. So I'm packing a pump, packing a funk. So let me let loose on your buses and hoes for my kids in the 6-0 deuce. Ain't no truth. So fool, watch your back. Psychopath giving up no slack. It's too hot to wear all black. 122, what you wanna do? Put some AC, smoking dank, acting crazy and AZ. All the way up to the booty heel. Cause my pockets needs one of them refill. So I'll sing yappo to each and every crack hoe. Got some Snapple and gin. I'm getting high again. Here we go now, Coogee rapping and UT with much love to the cheese.
Serious G-Funk right out of Phoenix, Arizona with Nutmeg. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I wonder whatever happened to her. Somebody told me she moved to Atlanta or something, but Nutmeg, I hope you see this and know that Daryl D loves your record. That's right. Let's keep going. Next piece of vinyl I want to show you is from a group here called Golden Tongue. And Golden Tongue was like these four guys. Golden Tongue, like, they were a crazy bunch of guys. They were crazy, but they had mad energy. They used to say some crazy lyrics. They were just a lot of fun to watch. I really enjoyed being around these dudes. Take a closer look right there. And I don't even know which one of these songs I should play. A lot of times I would hear them live, but I never sat down and just listened to their stuff over and over and over and over again. This one is 2005. Let's play a little bit. We're gonna hop around and just see what's going on with this. You tell me what you think.
Yo, next is 6, had a gang of chicks, get it cracking. The balls start packing, plug the mic back in, keep on rapping till the sunrise. With the bloodshot eyes, I'm trying to kick it till the girls say all look fly.
Then all of a sudden she bent over and I heard a loud sound. I turned around, walked inside
As I covered my nose,
and I suppose other neighbors were looking, but they were near, and I was fearing for the safety of one myself. I went inside, took a breath of fresh air, made her face, and then I see the dog just took a pit.
butt naked, one bad night. With a pillow I made from a box of Bud Light. Oh man, where's my clothes? I damn near froze. I had way too many Jose Cuervos.
Now I'm drunk, one too many absolutes. Drip stains on my loose from spilling my booze. A lot of friends getting mad cause I'm something because of money. Gotta take a look at your life. My point of view, your method's funny. So like cannabis said, you might have more cash than me, but you ain't got the skills to eat an empty down like me. And if you approach me in the zone, I will be ammo. Flushed in the bushes, waiting with lyrical ammo to spray all around. This is the war upon the tundra. Versus raining on you, explode as if they thunder. This is Marcus M. Ain't
Yeah, Golden Tongue used to put it in. Their shows were exciting. A cool little story about Golden Tongue is Ty Carter, a local rap promoter here back in the day, aka TMC of TMC Presents. He came up with this great idea to do a battle of the bands um, type of show. And basically, he had like 4 or 5 groups perform. And whoever brought in the most people, because at the door, you would come and you would pay, and you would be asked, "Who are you here to see?" And you'd say one of the 4 or 5 groups. And whoever brought the most people in, Ty was going to put them on tour with the Far Side. And so the 2 groups to beat that night was between Golden Tongue and this group called Cutthroat Logic. Now, Cutthroat Logic had a humongous following. They put in a whole lot of work over the years. They had a big following. Same thing with Golden Tongue. So those were the last 2 groups to actually go on. Yeah, it was. I can't think of the other groups that went on, but I think Golden Tongue ended up going on last, and Cutthroat went on right before them. So they're battling it out all night. I mean, it's just like, they're the same. They're just battling it out all night. So like halfway through Golden Tongue's set is when they basically stop counting. Now I'm at the door with Adi Carter, rest in peace, and Ty, and we're all counting up the votes, or the count of who came to see who. And Golden Tongue had won by like 3 or 4, like 5 people. They just barely inched their way. It was only a few that they had won by. So I was hosting the show that night. So I remember they were in the middle of the song, the place is rocking. It was at the Green Room in Tempe, and it was sardine packed in there, and it was a lot of energy in that room. So they're in the middle of a song. So one of the members, I remember, like he did a verse or whatever, and then when he was done, and one of the other ones started rapping, and I get up on the stage, and I'm in the back, and I like tapped him, and I said, "Hey man," I said, "I'm sorry, I need to make an announcement after you guys finish this song." So he was like, whatever. And so when they were done with the song, I grabbed one of their mics, and the crowd is going crazy, all this applause from their song. And so I kind of walk up, through the middle, and I'm sure some of the other guys was like, what are you doing up here? You know what I mean? And so when the applause started coming down a little bit, I get on the mic, I said, "Hey, listen," I said, "I'm sorry. I got to make a quick announcement so Golden Tongue can finish their set." I said, and then it gets quiet because they're like, "What's going on?" And I go, "I just need to let everybody in here know that Golden Tongue will be going on tour with the Far Side." And everybody just went ballistic up in there. Just absolutely crazy. I give the mic back to him and I run off the stage, and it's like mayhem in there. They were as happy as the people in the crowd, but they was on type. That was a great night. I love those guys. Anybody peep my shirt out? You know what I'm saying? You know what that means? That's the official trademark, the official emblem of the Society of the Invincibles. This was one of the most underground groups to come out of Phoenix, Arizona. The Society of the Invincibles, aka the Wu-Tang of Arizona. There's a bunch of them dudes. I don't know. 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know how many. It was a lot of them dudes. And this particular 12-inch, we're going to see them again in future videos. But this particular 12-inch, Dow M for Murder and Watching You on the B-side, was actually released on Baby Grand Records. Now, Baby Grand, for those that know, is a serious indie underground label. I think Master Killer did an album on here. There was a lot. Look up Baby Grand and just look at their roster and you'll get an idea. And just know that these guys were knee deep in there with all of these other underground legends. This came out in 2006, and I want to play you a little bit of both of the songs on this 12-inch. Yeah, let's take a listen. R.I.P. to my man Arlo. Miss you, homie.
Get his nips while I sleep to the sweet sound of boats gurgling, blood curdling in my basement. My blade fits so perfectly to me. I'm rib cages, but this cage is getting a little long. So I dragged the dead bodies and I slip my trench coat on. Knives get pulled on, unspeaks the post. Yo, God.
Dow M for Murder.
No joking, you dog. Don't open it, dog. I get crazy with a chainsaw. Spill your brains all over the furniture. Still a couple things.
Get it? Get it? This is called Watching You. Let's play a little bit of that. You know, in case you guys want to go pick up these 12 inches.
With silences, gorilla piss, laced the L, got a bad attitude. Pumping bass, posted on Blood State Avenue. Got expressions with bandanas, jamming bananas, cut back the hammer, no banana, proof, more propaganda. Rules of engagement are broken like.
Bring maximum overdrive, similar to when bowlers slide. Flow like leaves and Kroger's slide, you need your shoulders to line. I epitomize the line to where the flamethrower will rhyme.
Spectacular jugglers get steady when picks break like Dracula. The amateur, beautifully orchestrated and stabbing ya. Cuticles get pulled by the tip, splits, clapping ya. Masterclass massacre. Me enjoy bags in the back of the cab when I ate the crack, smoking hatchet.
Yeah, so super duper underground backpacker type energy right there. You can still find these. Might not be cheap, I'm not sure. Society of the Invincibles. Okay, next up we got some more West Coast G-Funk type of flavor coming up. This is a rapper by the name of Bookie. This was called Blood Rush featuring Corrupt. Big name off of Faux Life Records, which was a heavy indie Phoenix label. I love this record. The Bookie actually has I still got to get the album. The album has eluded me. The album is called Stressin', but let's take a listen to Blood Rush featuring Corrupt. We don't really need to hear Corrupt. We just want to hear Bookie. It's all about Arizona right now.
Faded is like steroids. Look at your chest, lift your head when you with your boys. Trying to make some noise. Personalities all the same but switch. See different faces like Menage a Trois. Hit it and flip to other states. Get away. Now I'm taking this trip. No destination. Move along. No more cigarettes. Stay empty-handed under one condition. Paraphernalia and pistol equals cop tripping. Who needs the ass whipping? Player haters coming with excuse to pop up. But I refuse to be a victim. So confront on the jump. I get the fuck. Who the hell they think I am to not rough?
Produced by Battle Cat. I think that was Corrupt. Bookie.
time to serve with the permanent cut that's deep enough to bleed. A demon, I'm out for the killing, so fuck the breathing. Representing my block when I die in the house. On and on till it's all gone. Boogies are racing with the domination, cutting like Jason, so turn the lights on. I won't feel it, be hella drastic for when niggas hear it. Automatic, enough to panic, permanent is fit. When I'm rolling, say I'm controlling, it's my destination. Now you know it, just where I'm going with my conversation. A real nigga you face. Give me up the bus and get a quick demonstration, representing like Carrie Mason. Kill if you wanna kill, it's the good rush. Say what you wanna say, it's the good rush. Fall if you wanna fall, it's the good rush.
Okay, so this came out in 1999. Big record here at the time. And you will definitely see Buki again. And we're going to talk about him more in some upcoming videos. Okay, next up we have one of the most rarest, one of the most expensive Phoenix rap records like ever. This is a group called the Poor Boy Rappers, and this song is called the DJ Rap. Now this is a record, a 12-inch, that is sought after all over the world. All over the world people want this record. This group released two 12-inches. The other one was called Lowrider Rap. A lot of the heavy indie diggers know exactly what this is. I don't have the Lowrider Rap. That's another one that I'm looking for. It was reissued, so I'm going to show you the reissue at some point. But right now, it's about the DJ Rap. Now, this record easily sells for anywhere between $600 and $800. Anywhere between that. So yeah, it's not an easy record to find. But check this out. Look at what I paid for mine. Can you see that? $1.99. That's how Daryl D gets it in. Big ups to Mike at Eastside Records. So let's take a listen to this. I think we're gonna get away with listening to all of these records on YouTube.
The DJ Rap is about K2. We're gonna rap to the rhythm, show you what we can do. I'm Dexter. We're rapping to the beat, show you where it's at. Rock, 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 just don't stop. The DJ Rap is gonna make you hot. We're here to give you a royal rap. I can't choose DJs cause you like it like that. Joe Bailey, and Bill the Tour, and Terry Walker, D. Smith, and Slick Rick now. Mike Riddle so suave and he's never near. He makes your ears listen when he's on the air. When the bebop is cool and it's carrying, he likes all the women no matter what they're wearing. Alex Maria, he's one of a kind. He jams all the tunes and shot rock your mind.
Yeah, there you have it. Let's see, this came out in 1982. So these is some super grown up guys right about now. I got lucky. I was very lucky, very fortunate to find this for such a low price. But like I said, these things sell for a lot of money. Good luck trying to find it. You're gonna have to spend a lot of time in Phoenix, and maybe you'll see one at a Goodwill one day. Let's keep going. So next up, we got a group by the name of Hardcore, and this is South Mountain Records Corporation. Let me see if I can find a year on here. I do not see a year on here. I'm not exactly sure, but it's got to be, I don't know. Is this? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see a, I probably have to look it up online, but it's a group called Hardcore, and the song is called Hardcore by Hardcore. This is a cool song. I think the most significant or one of the main facts about this record is it was actually produced by Ice Cube back when Ice Cube was going to college out here in Phoenix, Arizona. You might have heard about that. But when he was here, he was involved in the music scene, at least to a certain extent, and he produced this record. Let's take a listen.
You receive my beat, all that type shit, yeah. Your emotion comes to coast in your body and soul. No expense to dismiss that wall of hope. Moderator, dictator over all I yell. I subsist in the mix like a drink I sell.
So yeah, this is a cool record to have. It's not cheap. It is not a cheap record if you can come across it. Of course, Daryl D has 2 copies. You know what I mean? And so, if anybody really wanted a copy, like really, really bad, it's possible. It's possible I could hook it up, but probably not. But yeah, hardcore. They did 2 records. You'll see the other one of these days. Okay. This is the 9th record that I want to show you. This is by my main man, Brad B. Brad B, the LMC, a part of the Drunken Immortals, a part of, what's his other group's name? The Insects with DJ Foundation, and then this is his solo joint. This is one of my favorite album covers for Arizona. This artwork is done by Jim Food, the very talented comic book artist. Yeah, man. Big ups to Brad B, man. That dude, he doesn't miss. Another underground brother.
I'm living it up, giving it up, keep it in motion, let it evolve, head to the sky, making the vibe, do what you want, fill up the blunt, pour you a glass, move that ass, do what you want, but don't be a punk, cause of some kind of difference that you have with someone, cause I've been through it and it ain't
2004.
always one cat that wanna act dumb. Fuck the pigs too, they quick to pull out a gun. I always got my back and I'm never gonna run. She is the moon and I am the sun. Is this your dream or is it mine? They're not controlled by fate, eyes wide for the signs. Fully operational co-op crew. He got the beats, I got the rhymes, throw it in the stew. To make you feel good, it's for me and
Down with a click called Universal Music. That was a song called All Come Along. This is called Word of Mouth.
music make the mind movement, the spirit never dies. Strider on the mic, fist up for the fight, all people unified. Never gonna stop, make my own path. Word of mouth music make the mind movement, the spirit never dies. Strider on the mic, fist up for the fight, all people unified.
FedEx to Max, deliver the river Phoenix. Blow through your Kleenex, flow slow throughout the zenith. For big fat Brad B, boy behemoth. Tip wax, sad toys, very
2 Max.
I'm over your underachieving. So we're in this area with number 1 job we win. Suddenly your heart pay free rent. Drunken immortal, the Mexican beast.
Super underground Arizona street rap right there. Brad B all day. Enough respect to the Insects and Drunken Immortals. Word up. Okay, one more I gotta show you. Like I said, this is a mixed bag. We're going all over the place. And so this has an interesting story behind it for me. This is a group called Style and the Jizz. Okay? Smack It Up. Now, what does that sound like? What kind of music does that sound like? And I just realized Styles and the Jizz, which means the Justice in Arizona. Now check this out. Back in the 90s, late 90s, this was 96, 97, 96, 97. I'm in Atlanta, me and a buddy of mine, and we decided to go to the local nightclub and, just check out the scene. It was this, I think it was a club called Club Temptations, something like Temptations or Revolutions or something like that. Packed, just, if you know Atlanta back in the 90s, then you know Atlanta back in the 90s. Now, the bass music movement was going crazy back then. And this night we just happened to be in the club, and guess who's performing? Styles and the Jizz. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, this is when I still lived in Milwaukee, so I didn't know anything about Arizona or any Arizona music. And I certainly didn't know anything about this. So, I just remember those guys performed live at the club that night, and me and my buddy, we were doing, we both had shows on public access, MATA, Channel 14 in Milwaukee back then, so we were always running around trying to find footage, recording everybody. We needed footage for the show. And I remember after they performed, we actually got to interview those guys and hang out, and they signed some posters for us and whatnot. And it was a really cool night. I was trying to look for a year on here, but I don't see anything. It was a really cool night. So that excuse me. Fast forward, this is 1996? 94. Okay. So, fast forward to 1998. I moved to Phoenix, Arizona. The first club I'm DJing in, I'm in there doing my thing, and all of a sudden, and the place is packed, but the DJ booth is like elevated and it's right by the door where everybody comes in. So you got to kind of come in and go to your left, and then you kind of look up at the DJ booth. So this guy walks in, turns around, looks up, and we see each other. And then he like hands me this record, not this record, but he hands me a record, and I recognize him right away. Of course he don't recognize me. I'm like, yo, dude, what you doing here? And he's just like, what you talking about? I'm like, dude, I met you in Atlanta like a couple years ago at a Club Temptation. And y'all performed. He was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. I was like, dude, what you doing here? He's like, I'm from here. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, I still got that poster, this, that, and the other. It was crazy to run into him in Arizona after seeing him 2 years before, I think it was, in Atlanta of all places, and he was doing bass music. Phoenix is not known for any bass music, not that I know of. So that was a trip. Now this guy, the record that he put out when he was in Atlanta, I should say, because there was two of them, they were being managed by this dude named Tony Mercedes. Tony Mercedes was a huge name back in Atlanta. He was behind a lot of your bass music acts. Booty music is what we used to call it in Milwaukee. Booty music, like Luke and Beat Rockin' the Biz and Tag Team, all that boom boom booty shaking music. So yeah, that was a trip to see him in Phoenix, Arizona. But then even later on after that, years after that, I found out about this record. And of course, I had to pick that up. So let me play. I don't think I've ever played this before, to be honest with you. The whole time I've had, I don't recall. Let's listen to a little bit of this. Straight up bass music.
sex you up, smack you up,
Smack it up.
you up, and rub you down with doo-doo brown with a booty like that, wild brown, yeah. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Hey, do that booty. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Hey, do that booty. Smack it, flip it, and booty, get with it.
Actually, I remember this song.
Alright, ladies, it's Buzz for you. Styles got a booty to rub down too. Can't let you think I'm jumping this dick. See the real deal? He said I'm kind of futuristic. Let's get together and be MTV and do the grind. From the front and behind. I'll be your Burger King, hon. Having fun your way. Now come and squeeze the bun. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Hey, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Hey,
So that's a trip right there. So you can see that Arizona had all kinds of music styles coming out of it back in the day. Now the stuff that I was playing you has gone from what, 83 I think it was, all the way up to like 2006, 2007. So you know, I was supposed, like most places, there was just a large variety. It wasn't just one type of music. It wasn't just like West Coast gangster type G-funk. It wasn't just underground music. It wasn't just, it was everything, as you can hear from all of this stuff. So yeah, so this is, like I said, the first video. There's a lot more coming. I got a lot of Phoenix rap records. I got a lot of stuff to share with you guys, and I'll be spacing them out just like the Milwaukee rap stuff, and there's still plenty more of those coming, trust me. But yeah, that's the first one for the Phoenix stuff. Tell me what you think, like honestly. And I'd like to know that whatever city you're from, does it have a rich history of rap music that was released on vinyl? Because that's what we're focusing on, just the vinyl stuff. How is it, or was it, in your city? Let me know. Thank you for watching. This is Daryl D, and I'm out.